My dad passed away when I, 23 female, was 12 years old. Before he died, he set up a locked educational trust for me containing $50,000, naming my aunt, his sister, as the sole trustee to ensure the money was strictly used for my college tuition, books, and living expenses. 3 years after my dad passed, my mom remarried a guy named Rick, who brought his 15-year-old son Tyler into our family. Rick and Tyler were obsessed with status. My mom immediately fell into the golden child dynamic, treating Tyler like royalty while expecting me to share everything I owed with him. When I turned 18 and got accepted into my dream university, my aunt released the first installment of my trust money to cover my freshman tuition and dorm fees. 2 months into my first semester, I logged into my student portal to check my financial status before midterms. My heart dropped. A $12,000 tuition payment was overdue, and the university was threatening to place an administrative hold on my account, barring me from taking my exams. I called my aunt in a panic. She was flabbergasted. She had wired the $12,000 directly to my mom's joint account 3 weeks prior after my mom sent her an official invoice claiming it was required for my housing and lab fees. I drove home that weekend to confront my mom. When I asked where the $12,000 went, my mom didn't even look guilty. She casually admitted that she took the money and used it as a down payment on a brand new lifted truck for Tyler's 18th birthday. Her justification? Tyler needs a reliable car to get a job, and you already have scholarships. Family shares resources, and your father would have wanted Tyler to feel included. When I told her that money was my dad's legacy to me, and demanded she pay it back immediately so I wouldn't get kicked out of school, Rick stepped in and called me an ungrateful, selfish brat. He claimed that since my mom's name was on the transfer email, the money was legally hers to distribute to the household. They told me to take out student loans like everyone else and refuse to return a single cent. What my mom and Rick failed to realize was that my aunt was an attorney who took her fiduciary duty as trustee extremely seriously. When I told my aunt what happened, she didn't just get mad. She went full scorched earth mad. She pulled the bank records, compiled the fake invoices my mom had forged using my university's logo, and gave my mom a strict deadline. Return the $12,000 within 72 hours or face criminal charges for fraud and grand larceny. Rick tried to play hardball, claiming my aunt was bluffing. My aunt was not bluffing. On day 4, she filed a formal police report for wire fraud and embezzlement, handing over the forged email receipts to law enforcement. Facing active felony charges in a police investigation, my mom panicked. To avoid my mom going to prison, Rick was forced to sell Tyler's brand new truck at a loss, take out a high-interest personal loan, and wire the full $12,000 back to my trust account alongside an extra $2,000 to cover my university's late fees. My aunt restructured the trust so that no funds ever touched my mom's hands again. Paying my university directly, I cut off all contact with my mom, Rick, and Tyler. A year later, my mom tried to reach out to apologize after Rick had left her. Turns out losing the truck caused a massive rift between them. But I kept my boundaries firm. I graduated debt-free, got a great job in my field, and built my own peaceful life away from their toxicity. Oof, I love those types of stories. If you have made it this far and like listening to full stories with no cliffhangers, follow along. I read these stories. I am not AI. I am a human being, so you're going to hear the glitches. You're going to hear the mess ups. Please like, share, and if you want to comment down below, get her done. I definitely love interacting with you guys on each of my videos, and I'll see you in tomorrow's. Bye for now.